Hey there, Monica Reyes here. I'm back for another video. Today we're going to talk about how to become confident in my YouTube videos. So first of all, I want to acknowledge you for going out on YouTube, on video, on camera, coming out and speaking, taking a stand for yourself. It's not an easy thing to do, I'll tell you, because I used to have the fear of public speaking. So I'm excited to tell you about this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna talk about the root cause first of all, because I'd like to get to the root cause, like what's going on with this confidence to begin with. And I'm gonna tell you 3 really great tips in order to be more confident in your YouTube videos. So I'd like to address the root cause, the elephant in the room, right? You typed in, how do I become more confident in my YouTube videos? Why are you not confident in the first place, right? And so I can tell you all the tips that you need. However, it might not actually help you with your confidence. So the first thing that I would like to do is first address that. So first of all, I want to say that, there is only a part of you that is not confident. So you yourself might have non-confident moments and you might have confident moments. So just first off, coming with the right eyes of this, the right perspective, right? This is only a part of you. You might have some moments that you're not confident. Don't fully define yourself as I am not a confident person. In case you are, and I'm not saying that you are, but just in case you are, just making sure that you're doing that, because the minute that you put a word after I am, you define your entire experience. That is the reality that you're going to create, because we're creative beings, right? It's been proven that we create our reality. So why am I feeling these like non-confident moments? Why is there a part of me that's not confident, right? And something happened in my childhood. Am I afraid of rejection? Am I afraid of judgment? Am I afraid of criticism? And going back and maybe resolving whatever event it is. Maybe it was a parent, right? Did I resolve that? Did I maybe looking back at that as spirit having a human experience? Why did I choose this parent that was experiencing, was judgmental, or seeing them with compassion, like they were trying the best that they could. Their parents were probably the same exact way, right? So just changing your relationship to whatever the event was. Maybe you were bullied, maybe you were highly criticized, seeing the gift, the wisdom from it. And I'm not saying that, I want you to feel the feelings. If there's a little pain, yes, feel the pain, but the idea is for it to stop owning you, to stop showing up, so that you can come in and be the voice that you're meant to be without this debilitating you. Okay, and I personally, like I said, I like to go into the root cause rather than muscling through, because you can't put whipped cream over garbage. The garbage is still there. The next thing I like to do is, which is part of going to be like the preparation of tip number 1, is going to be addressing that confidence. So what do I need to give myself? What does this part of me really need? If this part of me is afraid of judgment, afraid of criticism, why? Am I afraid that if I say this, do this YouTube video, that people will stop loving me, that people will think I'm weird, that, what am I worried of my own safety? Like sometimes the belief inside is so like irrational, but it needs to really be addressed. So figuring out what that need is, that way you can fully prepare before you go into the YouTube video. So if it's love, then maybe you just need to check in with yourself, coming from higher self, right? Just check in with that little boy or little girl inside of you. Okay, we've got this. I love you no matter what. Even if we got one bad comment, it's gonna be okay. It's all right. And I'm gonna tell you that's also energy. So whatever the comment ends up being, that you can follow that thread. That might actually be the way that you feel about yourself. It's gonna be the exact recipe that you need to deal with this, which is why I'm all about dealing with it first, addressing the root cause here. If it is safety, then maybe you need preparation. Maybe you need more certainty. Maybe the idea of like, oh my God, if I wing this, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? So really getting comfortable and changing your relationship. So tip number 1 is going to be practice. It's going to be practice. So just getting in front of the video. Don't even worry about showing anybody don't even worry about showing anybody the video yet. I would just play, I would just experience, change your relationship to the camera, to the phone, whatever the mechanism is, because right now you're feeling like you're not confident. You have already created a certain energetic agreement between you and this camera, and you and the world. So I would first after you've kind of taken looked and addressed the confidence issues, I would then go and have fun. Just, be silly in the camera, be whoever, and knowing that you don't ever have to show anyone. But just like so that whatever the way that you program yourself, your energetic experience of the camera becomes fun and joy and play, right? And it's safe. It's safe, right? Rather than this like whatever it is. That way, and you'll see, you might even be able to get to know yourself in a way that you've never done. You've never seen yourself before, especially if you're just coming into videos first. And then maybe even practicing a real one. Then like, okay, setting up your little stage and practicing like whatever it is that you're going to say, which brings me into tip number 2, which is going to be prepare. So prepare. I personally like to, especially when I first started, because I had a fear of public speaking, and I do this on stage too, is I prepare. I like to write out exactly what I'm going to say, and not in full form, usually in bullet point, but at least have some sort of grasp. Even though this is likely going to be something that you know, like the content will be something that you're familiar with. For me, it helps me so that because again, for me, it's safety. So my little girl inside of me needs safety. And so in order for her to feel safe in front of the YouTube, in front of the camera, I provide her with the safety that she needs. And that means certainty for me. That means I need to know ahead of time what I'm going to talk about. Even if I don't ever look at it, but at least I've absorbed it, I've written it out, I know exactly what I'm going to talk about, so I can go in feeling confident and be like, yeah, I know this stuff, I know this, right? So preparation, whatever that means for you. I made sure to meditate this morning. That's part of my preparation, right? So that I feel nice and clear, and I'm not coming in with anxiety, and I'm not coming in with what do I have to do later, so I can be fully present here with you guys. So what is that? Whatever that means for you. So it might mean meditation. It might mean, making sure that you know exactly what you're going to say. Maybe it means, like you have a little ritual that you set up. Maybe it means that you've done everything that you need. You put it all off of your plate so that you can be here fully present with just you and the camera. All right. Next tip is going to be gentle with yourself. This is really important because when I first started, I remember like looking at myself in the video and be like, oh my gosh, it's so weird. I've never seen myself on video before. Because it was a whole new world. It really is like seeing yourself on the screen. So just being gentle, coming in when you're rewatching your videos, coming in and being that loving observer, because your little boy or little girl, the part of you that was afraid to begin with, the part of you that was not feeling confident is listening, okay, is listening. And so you want to pretend that there is a little boy or little girl that just filmed this video and they're watching, waiting for your reaction, right? Do not let the critic come in. And if the critic comes in, love the critic too, but don't let that critical part of you come in and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. Oh my gosh, like what are you wearing? Look at your face, Really come in and being loving. All right, I could have done that better. All right, cool. I know that I've got some work to do, and that was a lot of fun, right? Coming in with that really like loving, kind observer perspective. Like you're watching your video and you're loving yourself in the process. It's really, really important, especially because you're putting yourself out there. And like I said, that little boy or little girl is totally watching, and this is going to help your confidence. You came on here because you want to be more confident. And so step into the driver's seat. Don't allow the critical part of you to be in the driver's seat. It's your turn to be in the driver's seat, and you get to decide what this becomes and what this looks like. And also knowing that the critical part of you and the part of you that might be self-sabotaging, right? So this is what happens when we're not confident. Like when we're not confident, there might be that root cause, right? Which is why I brought that up at the very beginning, that stops us from acting. So all of a sudden it's like, oh, I didn't have time to do the YouTube videos that I've been wanting to do. Or maybe all of a sudden you create a whole reality, because we're creators in this reality, create a whole reality where you're too busy, or you create a reality where the kids keep coming in, right? Because there's a part of you that really doesn't want to do this, because you do and you don't. That's where the conflict lies, because and that self-sabotage, the self-saboteur or the critic that keeps you small, I'm going to tell you that you suck, I'm going to keep you small, because really they're serving you. They don't want you to feel the pain that you're really afraid of. They don't want you to feel the rejection that you felt when you were 8. They don't want you to get bullied like you did when you were, 10. Like whatever happened, the judgment that you experienced, I'm not good enough, right? And so it's important to deal with the root cause, be gentle with yourself, and thank the parts that are showing up, because they're only helping you. They're only helping you, right? So the last tip is just going to be to go for it, and to clear whatever you got to do. And you know what? Like for me, when I first started, I remember I was not confident. I was creating a whole reality of too busy, and this has happened many, many times, because there's a part of me that sometimes is a little scared, and that's okay. I'm human, right? I'm human, and I have my tools, and I have my framework, and I know exactly what to do. And so I was like, hell no. I'm committed to filming one freaking video. I don't care how this is going to happen. Like, I'm gonna squeeze it in somehow, and I did, right? And so even if you get all dressed and somehow you're like, oh my God, I'm running out of time, I only have 10 minutes to pick up my son, film the damn video. Film the video, right? Just take the small step. Do the thing that you're setting out to do, even if you don't feel confident. You don't have to put it out there. You know what I mean? You can film it like you are, and you can always watch it later and be like, no. And one thing that really helped me to put it out there, to start putting these videos out there, is to remember that God, or the universe, already has assignments for you. There are people out there waiting to hear your message. The minute you put it on at that exact second, that exact person happens to go on a YouTube and happens to find your video, right? And yes, you can say it's the YouTube algorithm, but you can find the universe everywhere. The universe works through all of it, works through me, works through you. And there are assignments that are waiting right now. They're maybe suffering, or they're struggling, or they need to be inspired, or whatever your message is meant to do. They're waiting for you. They're waiting to hear it come from you. From you. You are the exact assignment that has been set up for this person, and so they're waiting for you. Okay, so remember, why am I doing this? Tap into the why. Why do I want to film this in the first place? What is so important about my message, right? And feel that. Anchor into the why, and the why might have nothing to do with YouTube, right? Their why might be because you want to start a nonprofit and help underserved children, but this is the way there. This is the vehicle there. Anchor into the bigger why. Get yourself motivated, get yourself inspired. When the fear, when the desire becomes greater than the fear, that's where the magic happens, baby. That's where you go. That's where action happens, all right? All right, well, I am so acknowledge you for showing up. I can't wait to watch your YouTube videos. If you were about to launch your YouTube channel and you are watching this right now, go ahead and comment with your YouTube channel. I will like it. I would love to support you in whatever way that I can, and this community will do the same. I mean, I invite you all to like each other's channels. So if that's what you're doing, I'd love to see your first video and give you some props and show you some support. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.